from the front lines of faith and justice. This is Firebird Dispatch.
Welcome to another Firebird Dispatch from the front lines of faith and current events. Dateline, United States. National Day of Prayer, May 1st, 2025. Look, I just want to say right up front, right off the bat, that I'm really angry. I'm not just a little ticked off. I mean, I am furious. Aren't you? I'm sad. I'm all of that, and I'm sad. And maybe I'm burned out on all this crap that's going on right now. I know I'm not the only one, so perhaps you can relate. Today's the National Day of Prayer, and honestly, I don't feel like praying. Not yet. I feel like yelling or maybe throwing something. I've just about had it with the leaders in Congress, especially Republicans, who keep moving away from their responsibility, abdicating their responsibility like it's a freaking game of dodgeball or something, you know? With very few exceptions, all we have had is spineless silence in the face of full-blown democratic crisis. Small d. I mean, my God, what has happened to integrity, to American identity, to duty, to actually caring about the Constitution that they swore to protect? I feel like some of us who are out in the streets are protecting it more than our elected officials are, don't you? You know, some of us have spent the last 9 or 10 years and more, but especially biting our collective tongue, putting our own rage on the back burner so that we could help others, stay grounded, stay hopeful. But today I'm feeling defeated with this anger. I'm gutted, actually. And yeah, kind of helpless. And I hate feeling helpless. It's like we're all staring into the void. We're screaming into it while the people who could fix it just don't. Every opportunity they're given, they just file in behind the great leader. So while I was blowing up with all of this with one of my friends, he said to me, you're not wrong. What we're seeing is a breakdown in basic civic courage. Many in Congress, especially on the right, are choosing loyalty to their base and personal power over truth, over law, over country. And they know better. Some even say it behind closed doors. But in public, crickets, deafening silence, deflection, gaslighting, like they think we're all idiots. And he's right. This system wasn't built to withstand a total collapse of character. It assumed people in power would at least try to do the right thing. And right now, we're living through what's happening when they don't even try to do the right thing. He reminded me not to mistake this moment for the end. I'm grateful for that because, he says, it's not the end. It's a wake-up call for anyone with clarity and guts and a little bit of fight left in them. How do you feel when you hear that stuff? Can you relate to what I'm feeling at all? Do you ever feel this way too? I rail about this for a little bit. I share a dispatch or I talk with friends. But, the challenge for us who follow the Spirit is that we have to balance those feelings with our actions and with our responses. And balancing is hard because first we have to acknowledge them. We have to acknowledge, this is how I feel. I'm really, really pissed off. All this crap. And if all we've got today is rage and heartbreak, it's okay. It's really okay. It might even be good. Because all that rage and heartbreak means that our soul is still alive. Still tuned in. Still refusing to shut down, right? this fire we feel, it means we still care. And sometimes I wish I didn't. All of us who love this country are feeling that in one way or another. We've held the light for others around the world, and for those in this country who couldn't hold the space for themselves. And now it's okay to let others hold it for us for a while. Whether it's friends or family or people in other countries who are fighting back, or maybe it's those who are in, I don't know, in other dimensions, maybe, other energy states. Maybe it's for our four-leggeds. They're part of the great creation too, you know? We have to let ourselves feel it all. The anger, the grief, the raw, messy exhaustion. We just have to remember, we are not broken. We are just awake. And we're waking up more and more every day, I dare say. The more people see what's going on, the more they take it in. It's not a matter of who said what when and who was right then and who's right now. It's not a matter of I told you so's. This is a matter of what do we do next? And then you add in the fact that today's the National Day of Prayer. Really? A tradition started in 1952, post-World War II, set for the first Thursday of May, a day that's supposed to be about collective turning, all of us toward unity, toward hope, toward something bigger than this mess. But you know what? Real prayer isn't always clean or quiet. Sometimes it sounds like a scream, sometimes like a groan, or silence that stretches all the way down to the bones. Sometimes prayer sounds like a demonstration, or a march, or a rally, or a protest. So maybe this is our prayer today. All of the demonstrations happening around the country for May Day, International Workers' Day, holding up unions, holding up solidarity, the yelling, the weeping, the naming of what's true. The refusal to look away, the stubborn refusal to give up. Those can be our prayers too. Another friend of mine, she said, maybe it all comes down to this, Deb. We're not here because it's easy. We're here because we care too much to walk away. Because we love that fierce. It doesn't quit. Even when it's bruised or grieving and it can't see straight. Because that's who we are. That's why we pray even when the words come out as fire. That's why we act even when it feels like we're acting alone, and we're not. Because we're not alone. We are part of something ancient and rising and real. And we're not going anywhere. So, take a deep breath, and when we're ready to do more than rage, here's where we start. Here's about 5 different possibilities. We can tell the truth, loudly, publicly, even when it feels pointless. Just tell the truth is an act of defiance. We can back the brave ones. When someone in office does speak up, support them. Let them know we see them and we're watching. We can call, write, post. Yes, even when it feels like we're shouting into the wind, because they do count the calls. Some of us can help the next generation learn how to hope and resist. And one by one, little by little, we build pockets of courage, little sanctuaries of honesty and grief and guts. And I guess that's what Firebird Spirit is. A little pocket of honesty and grief and guts. As my friend said to me, don't fake it. Don't suck it up. Just keep showing up, imperfect and raw and real. Because even if you feel like you're out of hope right now, the fire isn't out. It's just getting quieter and smoldering and waiting. And it's showing up in other people, in other realms, in other countries, in other dimensions, in other beings. And when you're ready to rise again, the fire will be there. We all will be here, she says. Because that's what it is to live our faith in this day and age, even if others around us don't. That's our choice, to live our faith. Hashtag Firebird Spirit, still rising. Keep believing. Stay tuned for more dispatches from the front. In the meantime, keep the faith and God bless. Over and out.
You've been watching Firebird Dispatch, rising in love, grounded in justice. Join the movement at hashtag Firebird Spirit.